From Daikin Park in Houston, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Houston Astros. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab, Roger Clemens, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boog, he's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1 for count.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lee balls it in, and there's one away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. It features a great veteran presence, Carlos Delgado.
Well, he's just been a consistent and dominant power threat throughout his career. I mean, over 400 career home runs. I mean, that just doesn't happen to an average power hitter. This guy's been elite, and we'll see as he continues if he's going to make it into Cooperstown, into the Hall of Fame.
David Wright in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Popped in the air, left field. Lee. He makes the grab, and there are two outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Carlos Beltran stands in now and watches strike one.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Two out, space is empty. Ball one there. Good job to fight that one off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. Now here come the Astros, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Houston, and on the mound now, Kodai Senga.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Tap foul at the plate. inside. And the count even 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 17.
Lance Berkman, the next to hit. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Ball, that's out.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
That's a ball.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
That's some real trouble with the pitch there. That's one he should have had, and that essentially turns that leadoff single into a leadoff double. Takes away any chance of neutralizing it with the double play ball.
Pena leads off second with nobody out. That smash towards center. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Batting third, the left
Now we
fielder,
check out the Astros lineup.
Lee.
A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
In the air out towards right center. Beltran gets under it. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
Batting fourth,
And here is
the first
Jeff
baseman,
Bagwell.
Jeff
Homered in the ball game yesterday
Bagwell.
afternoon. That one's
Oh, that's
upstairs,
fly.
ball one.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
On the ground right side, and
Foul ball.
foul ball. And that's a little bit high. And the count 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That misses. Now 3-1. Craig Biggio waiting for a turn at the plate. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one in the air center field. Beltran makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. On to the second inning now from Daikin Park. It's the Astros 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Daikin Park, here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Delgado.
Carlos.
All around, I think if you
Delgado.
asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Delgado went deep in his most recent game. Clemens, a former MVP, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. And ball one. Eric
One ball, one
Summersgill,
strike.
our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summers Gill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Lee snags it, one down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Rips one to right. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner on at first with one gone. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Check swing, called strike. Vientos with a homer in his last game. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
There's a swing and a drive. And that is a foul ball.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
And that is that. Mets go down quickly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Astros, Craig Biggio. And Craig and Kevin Biggio were just the second father-son combo to each hit for the cycle. Pretty cool for both of them. And you know how I love the cycle. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. McNeil. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz. One out, base is empty. Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. Paredes started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Freddie Ferguson says he went around. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Soto going back, pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Astros 1 and the Mets nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Clemens measures 6 feet 4 inches, 205 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Late with the swing there.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Jesse Winker at the plate and takes high there.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
One down, base is empty. And another ball. And that skips in the dirt. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk. And the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Clips the outside corner. 0-1. And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That's ball 2.
Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the go. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Got a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Lindor in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swings through that one out in front that time.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
In the air to left center. Berkman turns to the right on the move. And that is that. Mets strand 1, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. Here's a former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Designated hitter.
It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
At the plate, Pedro Leon. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
The shortstop, Jeremy.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Reached on an infield single his first time. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. So up next,
now
Lance
batting,
Berkman.
number
0 for 1
17.
so far.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
In for a strike. 0-1. Pena leads off first with one away. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Now this is in the air down the line. Brings it in. And there's two down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Carlos Lee.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Carlos Lee. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Fought off foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And it's fouled away. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The other way, and foul ball. One run across to the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 5, David Wright.
Clemens back to work. That missed by a lot. Ball one.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
So up next for New York, Carlos Beltran. He's a guy who does it all. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is fouled off. Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch, not close, up high. And that one ripped to left. Lee makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 25, Carlos.
2 down, bases empty.
Delgado.
And here's the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. He's 0 for 1. That one misses, and that is ball one.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And that misses. 2-1. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the 4th.
Leading
Here's a
for
big
the
power
Astros,
threat. Jeff
the
Bagwell.
first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
And that one hammered. Soto moving back for it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first
batter,
pitch, man.
number
He's going
7,
to want that one back,
second
no
baseman,
doubt.
Craig.
And next to hit for Houston, Craig Biggio. Throughout his career, Biggio was as durable as just about anyone. In 20 seasons, he played at least 140 games 16 times.
And Biggio is such a hard-nosed player, always a dirty uniform after the game. Makes playing 1,800 straight games without a trip to the injured list even more impressive.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And Biggio was a guy who could do it all. His defense, his offense, his leadership filled a lot of holes for the Astros.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks
Now
in this
batting,
one.
catcher,
Stepping in, Yainer Diaz.
Diaz.
And that's downstairs. 1-0. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
the
pitcher's
net,
duel
the
so
right
far.
fielder,
Here's how the
Juan
starters have performed up to this
Soto.
point. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict
I got
baseball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's way outside. 1-1.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
2 strikes.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the
Up
pitch
next to the
sequence
Mets,
right there. I'm
the
telling you what,
designated
pitcher and
hitter,
catcher on
Mark
the same page right now.
Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike. The Mets down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front
back,
there. Just
the
needs to let the ball
catcher,
travel a little
Francisco
more, and his timing will be back on
Alvarez.
track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Just missed.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom of the inning.
Leading up
And stepping in
the
for the Astros,
the
Isaac
third baseman,
Paredes.
Isaac Paredes.
In for a strike. It's 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
In the air, left field, down the line. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. He's already homered in this game. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, He became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
On the corner at the knees for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
The right
When you're
fielder,
already
number
in scoring
4,
position, if you
Pedro.
decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
And stepping in is the speedy Pedro Leon. First
Nope,
offering,
that's
and
a
it
ball.
just misses. Two down, nobody on.
Hey.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the
2-2
dirt,
count.
and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Astros are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. All set for the top
Leading
of the
off with the
6th.
Mets,
Here's
the
the
left
left
fielder,
fielder,
number 3,
Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Winker measures 6 feet 2 inches, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Struck out swinging his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one fouled off. And here it comes. Popped up left side. Lee pulls it down, and there's 2 away.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. And the 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one outside.
Outside.
2-2. and misses. It's a strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Astros 2 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And it gets down for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, number 17.
So next up for Houston, Lance Berkman. 0 for 2 in this one.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Dedniel Nunez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Minter, the lefty, warming up as well. Just off the outside edge, and now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
A sliding stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play.
Now batting,
footwork was
the left
excellent.
fielder,
The arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Carlos Lee up next for the Astros. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. The 1-0. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouled off down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The next pitch misses, and the count's full. Gets a piece and stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. Yeah. So not a terrible result.
Bagwell.
And now Jeff Bagwell. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Soto really on his horse for it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. This one's out of here. Into the archways. Kiss that ball goodbye. A towering shot to center, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga will depart, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Jose Butto comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
70.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Craig Biggio digs in now. Fly ball to right. Soto hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer.
And now Yainer Diaz, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1.
And a foul ball. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. And he hits a ground ball right side. McNeil gets it to first. And the inning is over. Houston brings in 3 on this homer. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, now the number 2 hitter, David Wright.
5, David Wright.
Clemens back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
That one not close. And it's a ball and a strike.
Nope, that's inside.
And that one upstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time
balls,
scoring
1
in
strike.
this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Carlos.
Only 2 hits allowed so
Beltran.
far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. On the outside corner, and that is strike 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Beltran checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Delgado up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Bagwell tossed to second, back to first for 2, and that'll do it. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Astros 5 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The 3rd baseman, Isaac Paredes.
And that one pulled foul. There's the strike of the knees. Alvarez gathers, throws to first, not in time. He's safe. Man at first, nobody out. So now the Astros designated hitter, Jose Altuve. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Now one miss.
Ball, 1 strike.
Paredes gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Another homer, his 2nd home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Pedro Leon up next for the Astros. In there for strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here the bottom of the 7th. Not even close there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit in the air, right field. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop,
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. First pitch misses. And another ball.
2-0.
That one misses. And now 3-0. That's ball four. Trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, number 17.
Man at first with one gone. Lance Berkman up next for the Astros. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Lifted in the air, right center field. Beltran sizing this one up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now batting, left fielder,
Now the left fielder, Carlos Lee. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. They add on as the run scores all the way from first.
Comes through with the RBI. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Butto departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Daniel Nunez gets handed
number
the rock
72.
out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Not close with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Lee at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. So they get 3 runs, 2 hits. 1 was a home run. No errors, and 1 man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Astros 8 and the Mets nothing. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Right
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
The 0-2. That's down and in. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah.
Two balls, two strikes.
Clemens still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Now it's the DH, Mark Vientos, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Two outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter.
Handles, throws to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Craig Biggio. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Sean Reed Foley getting loose out there. That's outside. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Now here is Yainer Diaz. 0 for 3 in this one. Way high.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. In the air, right field. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Up
2
next
away.
for the Astros, the third baseman, Isaac.
2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. McNeil gets it to first. Out number 3. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Astros,
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new
number
pitcher on the
71.
mound, Josh Hader.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's Jesse Winker.
The
A
left fielder,
strikeout
number
and a
40,
walk.
Jesse Winker.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball slider combo that is so impressive. Out towards right center field. Berkman sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there's one down.
The batter number 1, second baseman,
Jeff McNeil. Up now for the Mets. And a big swing and a miss. Hader, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a two-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. One down, base is empty. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Astros up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Only one out remaining for the Mets.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And first offering is fouled off. That one way inside. Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hader is just 1 strike away.
2 balls,
The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's down and away. David Wright up next for the Mets. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.